Hello, and welcome to Torment, Tides of Numenera. This was one of the major Kickstarter successes back in the day. Lots and lots of backers, lots and lots of people really interested in this, because it's a spiritual successor to Torment. Like Planescape Torment, where you were a nameless one and you couldn't die, or rather you could die and you did a lot. And it was really, really good back in the day. I never actually finished it because I got stuck somewhere because my character was garbage, but perhaps I'll do better with this one. Let's have a look at what we have to offer here. Well, what it has to offer, and what we have to offer. What we have to offer again. Will you be males or females? Ooh, I was mans in Tyranny, so maybe I'll be femans here. Well, no, I always play the same guy in this. Okay.
Your mind wakes in darkness. Aching cold sets into an unfamiliar body. A distant howling surrounds you, louder with each passing second. Insistent and invisible hands slap and tear at the membrane that protects you.
Okay. I'd heard that there was an awful lot of reading in this game, like an awful lot of reading. But if it's going to read it out for me, that's absolutely great. Am I being born? I assume I'm being born, because that kind of is what is being implied here.
Your first emotion is an involuntary and formless panic. You feel you have forgotten something important. As if it once meant the world to you, but the details slip away as you grasp at them. You force your eyes open.
Look around.
A pink, fleshy cocoon surrounds you. Even as you look, a minor rent in its side tears open, and the howling wind forces its way inside.
Huh. Maybe I'm not exactly being born.
The cocoon rips away, gone before you can grab it, spinning you into a dizzying tunnel. You are falling, the world many kilometers beneath you. You catch a glimpse of a curved horizon, and also the ground beneath you that is approaching deceptively quickly. Above you, a small moon is slowly collapsing in upon itself. A corona of acid green and black energy playing around its edges.
Wow, it's a lot easier to animate this air effect than it is to actually describe. It would be to paint all the stuff that's actually saying.
The wind buffets you and burns your eyes, but you don't need to see the details of the faraway ground to know you're in serious trouble. You won't survive a fall from this stratospheric height. A part of your frantic mind babbles that technically probably fell from a thermospheric height. You struggle to stay focused as the ground rushes toward you.
Look at the horizon and flatten out to catch the wind. Try to judge how far it is around. I think it's far enough. Just dive. Just go straight for it. Let's
Put
go.
your hands to your sides and you slice through the air. The wind tears at your face and scalp, and your skin burns under the tremendous speed. Your vision blurs, and you are unable to judge how far you fall.
Keep diving. The faster the better.
A phrase whispers itself into your mind. Terminal velocity. You have reached the limit of the speed the air will grant you, and now that you enter the lower reaches of the atmosphere, you can feel it thickening around you, and miraculously you are slowing from the frenzied descent.
Aww. I want to go faster.
Slow is a relative term. You knife through the air, piercing its veils, and you have no time for the poetry of falling. This realization drives itself home as you strike an unyielding surface. As your skin explodes and your organs liquefy on impact, a brief thought flashes through your mind. Your life was utterly and completely meaningless.
Did I lose already? Did I lose already? Did I... Oh, that's amazing. Alright. Okay. I see. That's the way we're gonna play this. Alright. Well, that was Torment, Tides of Numenera. That was a really fast playthrough. No. Let's try that again. Oh, that's awesome, but I didn't even survive the intro spiel. Alright. I got mail again because like it's easier for me to voice act a man. If I'm gonna have to read out a lot, then having to keep doing a female voice is probably gonna get really irritating for everyone. Yes, I know. Look at his body. How are we looking at?
You are wearing a form-fitting suit of some dark material.
I'm looking good.
Recall that you were wearing something much more elaborate a short time ago. You have smooth, light brown skin, 5 fingers on each hand, 5 toes on each foot. Good muscles, strong but not bulky, and slim hips. Your palms are soft, as if they have not done much labor, but scars and burns on the hands and wrists suggest that you haven't always been careful. Why can't you remember this? Without warning, the cocoon that surrounds you shreds and tears away. You are falling. Above you, a small moon is slowly collapsing in on itself. The world is many kilometers below.
Let's try not to die this time. So let's try to judge how far it is.
Guess that you started at least 100 kilometers above the ground. Assuming you fell from a dying moon, that is. You've been blacked out for some time now, and now it looks like you're perhaps 50 kilometers up. Maybe less.
Let's try to remember what happened before it slips away.
It's hazy. You were in a tall passageway, its sides slicked with dew, the air warm and moist, as if you were caught in the breath of a giant organism. You remember fleeing in fear and exhilaration, laughing through the terror. What was it that pursued you?
Was I playing Darkest Dungeon?
Something ancient and cold, its coiling power the promise of oblivion. Its shadowed tendrils struck at you, and the walls where they landed were torn apart utterly, destroyed beyond any hope of repair. You leapt into a membranous cocoon and fell from the station, the moon. And then you were empty. But who were you? What was that creature? A word surfaces in your thoughts, and you seize it before it vanishes. Sorrow. The world fills your sight. You're about to hit.
Let's remember the sorrow.
It hurts your mind to recall, but you push past it, a creature of the forgotten world seeking you out across the centuries. But it's not you it seeks, is it? It sought the man whose memories you shuffle through now, and you realize suddenly that you are not him. You were... Who? Who were you? If you somehow managed to sidestep everything you know about anatomy, physics, and death, and you were surprised to realize that you do know something about them, and you survived this fall, you suspect that you might be able to reawaken a dormant strength you sense inside you. But who could possibly survive a fall from this height?
Probably not us.
You remember reaching an escape tube, and you remember being struck by a tendril of force, and then the fall. The fall. You open your eyes in time to see a riot of color around you, your descent barely slowed, and then agony flares throughout your body as a crunching impact destroys you. The last thing you hear is a rapidly cycling whine of energy, and then... darkness.
Well, I think we died again. We didn't die! Lucky us! Alright, so I guess if we, we only die if we go Super Saiyan speed. Run! Can I zoom out? Can I zoom in? Awesome. Drippies. Drippies? Interact. Whoa, can I go over here? Our metal waves roll over the floor below, sending vibrations through the soles of your boots. Interact with black... Whoa! Alright, we are last cast off. We have Might 5, Speed 5, Intellect 5, and no XP. Alright. We have items, and we have... character abilities. Well, we don't have them, but whatever. Jumbled thoughts cloud your head as you study the empty bowl before you. Drops of liquid fall from the ceiling, spattering on the ground next to the bowl. The light from every drop is reflected in the bowl's rounded hollow as if it hungers for that light. It needs to be filled. Yet the bowl remains dry. Another drop falls from the ceiling and splashes across the pylons, wasted. Let's examine this bowl. You traced your fingers over the slippery overlapping scales that spiral up from the bottom of the bowl. The sharp-toothed rim plucks at your skin. It's going to be tricky to move this bowl without slicing your fingers on the edge. You might have to put some effort into it. Reflected light streaks across the surface of the bowl as another droplet falls from the ceiling. Let's examine it again. The slick overlapping scales have sharp, hungry edges that nip at your flesh. I'm examining it. I'm not even touching it yet. Each shining drop of light from the unseen ceiling seems to linger in the bowl's polished depths. Let's examine it again. Let's examine it again. Let's examine it again. Alright, that's fine. Let's leave it alone. I don't want to mess with... Whoa, the sensitivity. Whoa, the sensitivity. Do we have no choice but to examine the bowl? I think we have no choice. Let's move the bowl. Alright, move the bowl. Haha. Oh, man, we've got a thing. Our first task with 3 stat points, might, speed, and intellect, and we can spend to increase the chance of success. This is called using effort. To more easily move the ball in front of you, spend might for a high level of effort. Don't worry if you fail. In Torment, failure often results in interesting outcomes. Wait, what? What? No, that's not... Oh. Okay, I guess that worked. You successfully take hold of the bowl, avoiding the teeth on the serrated rim. With a deep breath, you move it over to the glowing pool of fallen light. Oh, that's some good strenuous action I've got there. Oh, yeah. Yay! We lit up the bowl. Drop by drop, the bowl fills. Oh, check that out. Those are big drops. Those are really big drops. Ripples spreading over the blurred outline of your reflection. A pale blue luminescence stretches into the corner of the room. Corners. A clear radiance spills across the segmented floor, washing away the nearest shadows and pouring into your mind, melting the ragged edges of your fragmented thoughts. You're not whole. Not yet. But you have begun to heal from the damage done in your long fall, as opposed to the other guy, who just kind of flattened. A voice calls out from somewhere above, beyond the reaches of the spreading light. Hello! Are you still alive down there? We're up here. Build a path to us and be careful. Oh, well. They seem to have built it for me. Yeah, I know I can zoom, that's fine. Yay, clearly intractable object. As soon as you touch the orb, a memory floods your mind. You stand in front of a rusted door. The air is humid and dank. You've had a moment's respite from this waterlogged hell. A bubble of stale air, your resting point. You've breathed water before, and you've lived decades beneath the waves. But this body's an air breather. The constant pressure has been crushing you ever so subtly. Worse, your companion's mind seems to be wandering from the task at hand. He's a genius with machines, as you well know, but now he seems distracted. The device in his hand is covered in knobs, wires, and antennas. He believes it can get the two of you through the corroded door, but he's merely staring at it. Perhaps he's lost faith in his invention, but that is hardly your concern. The mission cannot be delayed. It must proceed. Deceive him by telling him you've heard sounds of pursuit. Threaten him until he does it himself. This is taking long. Do it myself with an esoteric. Why would we threaten him? We're jerks, man. We probably don't know how to fix it ourselves. Who are we? Who are we? Are we deceptive? Are we... Grrr. Oh, that's probably like this, right? That's like speed, maybe, strength, and intellect. Well, we spent one might already, let's go with more. Threaten him. Get back to it, soldier. Your shouted words seem muffled in the stale air. Your companion flinches away from you. Sorry, just wanted to be sure I hadn't made a mistake. He makes minute adjustments to the knobs and blinking levers of the device. The stale air of your bubble freshens as the door swings open. A dark hallway lies beyond, a passage that links the waterboarded cells and the aquatic viewing areas. What you seek lies there. Moments later, you're underwater again, and your hands are closing around a strange yet familiar artifact. You'll need to complete something. It hovers above a pedestal, rotating in the dark water. An electric current runs through your fingers in your hand as your hand crosses a vertical plane of the pedestal. An iridescent field coalesces so fast that the wave of pressure dazes you for a moment. The rising pulse of the sonar alarm ripples through the water. The guards won't be far behind. Ooh, run. You can come back for it. They won't be able to protect it forever. Disable sonar pulse. Use a device to stop the one of the ciphers in built. Stop, guards! You run urgent fingers over the device's far into your waist, a fog rising in your mind. A few can be used against guards, but will also turn your skin to synth steel, or the surrounding water to boiling wax. Hardly ideal. Finally, you find a small silver sphere. Setting the sphere in place, you kick desperately for the safety of a nearby alcove. The sphere whirls and unfolds in a spiraling vortex. The sphere at its center speaks a few polite words in ancient language, then begins draining the surrounding water into itself with alarming speed. The approaching guards shout, then scream as they too are sucked into the whirlpool and ripped to pieces. Allow yourself a fleeting smile, but are all too aware that more alarms are going off in the distance. Okay, so that means when we were diving before and the voice rang out, that was probably a cipher telling us we'd been at terminal velocity. So there's some kind of super tech that talks to you and is like, low battery. The memory begins to fade as if you're being drawn backward through a tunnel, and you hear more pylons rising from the pit. Something's wrong. The events within the orb have settled into that gap in your mind, but the edges of it are rough, as though the memory itself is not truly yours. There's something else, a gust of sour air pulling at you like a predator inhaling the scent of its prey at the far end of a dark, whispering field. Could it be the sorrow? Whoa, I got white. Well, can I move now that I'm glowing in white? Oh, I've got abilities. I can hide. C for character. Always C for character. We have no skills. We have no abilities. Awesome. Run! Run, you fool! Examine. And this. The mirror looks strange. As though what you see in it is real and you're the reflection. That's a really weird mirror. The light around the door's frame dims and flares like a roaring fire in a high wind. Countless scratches and wounds mar the surface of the door. Someone made great effort to get inside, to no avail. No sign or symbol tells you what might be behind its enormous door. A dull chill radiates from its bronzed, segmented surface, and the thick metal plates seem frozen into place. Hey, I've got another clearly interactable object. How did I miss that? Wow. You stand behind a woman on a verdant crag. Wow, there's a lot of reading in this. Beneath the two of you is a broad plateau towering above the overgrowth far below. Strange machines have been built into the cliffside, presumably for reconnaissance or defense. A metallic disc gleams from the center of the plateau. You're self-aware. Oh. Your self-aware humanoid machines drill into the base of the cliff below. If you were looking at a sanctuary, and you were desperately, this seems like the right place. I don't know about this, the woman says, her voice flat, neutral. Oh, I don't know about this. Her face is turned away from you. What makes this place any more secure than the other ones we found? Draw her attention using hidden details your more experienced eye can see. Use a charm to persuade her of the merits of the site. Ha 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 ha. Convince her with the wisdom of your superior intellect. I spot things. Look, there's no one trying to kill us. That's pretty good. You shade your eyes against the bright sun so you can point out the bands radiating out from the metallic disc. How the energy of those bands affects the local fauna, suggesting an enormous source prior world energy. Huh. She thinks deeply. It's geologically sound. Have you run the sounding samples and checked the strata? No major caverns or weaknesses showed up on your resonance scans. She waits for your affirmation and says, Alright, I'm convinced. The two of you sketch your plans for the sanctuary, drawing schematics and architectural diagrams. Then you descend onto the plateau to examine the open ground. Dawn suggests having one of the servitors build a shelter for your time here. You try to draw one of the constructs away from its task, but it doesn't respond to your voice. When you lay a hand on its shoulder to reinforce your command, it whirls and strikes you across the face with inhuman speed. It turns back to its task, ignoring you. Your companion helps you rise, the laughter in her eyes. Well, it seems your construct has other ideas. What's the matter with it? Used a Numenera integrated in the construct's body to overwhelm the behavior malfunction. Examine the construct for mechanical faults, or look for a deeper solution. Yeah, it's probably the disc. My construct wouldn't beat me up like that. Where's the option to just slug at one right back? A mist falls onto the plateau as you wrap a fiber shielding mesh around the construct's skull. Okay, I guess I'll do that. The mesh powers up, protecting the construct's mind from any transdimensional emissions that might be in the area. Taking a deep breath, you repeat your command. Acknowledged. It obediently trundles to the side of your new shelter. The image freezes, then fades, and you feel the memory filling the gap in your mind, blocked by a jagged block. You stagger, clutching your head, reclaiming your memories hurts. And once more, there's something else. Hairs lift one by one on the back of your neck. Something beyond this room can sense what you're doing, and it's hunting you. Okay, so we're some kind of dude that travels from body to body. We're some kind of essence, and we're reclaiming our memories. Our memories or someone else's? Lots of questions, not many answers. A vision of a city springs up around you. Your city, in flames, under attack. Her defenders have fought and died all day, and still the attackers keep coming. They fight as if your destruction were demanded of them. They care nothing for mercy, surrender, or plunder. What they want is blood. But you have brought a keen-eyed companion to the top of the tower. I thought I was keen-eyed. She has seen the way to stop the invaders. You need to get her to safety, and you need to rally your defenders. But even as you turn towards the door of the tower, two of the attackers descend from the hovering machine. You don't have time to strike them before they land. One is brutishly large, his weapon a vibrating axe. The other is slim, sheathed in glassy armor. Hey, he played Oblivion. And holding a hilt with a sizzling invisible blade. Your companion backs away, she's too young to help. Your enemies advance single file, confined to the parapet. Trade blows. With the giant, you can handle at least for a strike or two. Let's dodge him and then mess him up. We'll push him off the parapets. You roll under the billowing arc of his axe. He's overconfident, testing you without committing to the attack. Yes, he's fast, but not as fast as you are, and he raises the great axe over his head to finish you. You're able to bury your blade in his breastplate. The blade emerges from the back of his neck, and his life's blood washes over your hands. He falls, taking your weapon with him, and his companion attacks. Well, that's no good. Her invisible blade is far more lethal than the giant's axe. She ducks, so you duck, as she thrusts at you, and the wall behind you hisses, destroyed. Her return swing cuts through your armor, ruining your breastplate. She doesn't have to be skilled with a weapon like this, she just has to make contact, so she's got basically an invisible lightsaber. You time your attack just as she pulls back for another strike. You barrel into her, driving her over the wall, and she drops screaming to the ground 50 meters below. The immediate threat ended. You focus on finding a way back to your allies. You open the tower door and rush down the stairs. The door at the base of the stairs is slightly cracked, opening just a bit into the hall, and you hear more of the enemy soldiers beyond. Hurl yourself against the door and knock them to the ground. Crack the door open and sneak past them, charge her and counting your defenses to protect you. Just full-on assault. Get in there. Rawr! You charge through the dim shadows, dropping your shoulder into the door at the last minute. It bursts open. Halfway through its arc, it crashes into a pair of enemy soldiers, scattering them. You race through your door, blade in hand. What blade? I thought I lost my blade. As you dispatch your stunned foes before they have a chance to move, their blood begins to pool in the hallway. Good move. Memory begins to fade, and you find yourself back in your own body. Your temples throb with the racing force of your heartbeat, and the reclaimed memories blaze within you like a bonfire on a mountain peak, visible to every predator for kilometers around. That's probably really bad. A tremor rocks the floor beneath you, as though the massive fist had struck the room itself. Swaying on your feet, you see frantic movement within the borders of the mirror at the edge of the town. So far, it strikes me as kind of like sci-fi Pillars of Eternity, because in that you also went into people's memories and into time and stuff and collected them all for yourself. Yay, absorb more memories! Why not? Oh, we covered the light. We fools. Interact! Oh, I'm in reflection. The border of this mirror is lavishly decorated with a dizzying number of interlocking symbols. Daggers, masks, paintbrushes, amulets and more, but that's nothing compared to what you see in the glass. You see a vast crowd of people, exact doppelgangers of you, shoving, arguing with and fighting each other. Most are drab imitations of you, but a precious few are vivid and pull at your attention. Each of them bears an intricate pentagonal tattoo on their head. In their eyes, their actions, you see memories you discovered within the orbs. And the choices you made shining like distant stars. Your hand twitches at your side as though some of the bright doppelgangers ignore you, an even smaller number immediately turn to you, waiting for you to choose them and learn what you might become. A rumble shakes the room, and the slow vibration spreads from the darkness below, rippling towards the ceiling. I can step away. I can point a doppelganger with a mystical symbol on its brow, the strong doppelganger shoving its way through the group, or the hulking doppelganger with wrath in its eyes. I'll go towards the strong doppelganger shoving its way through the group. Let's do that one, because it's like, yeah, just barge through everything. It thunders towards you like a mountain on legs, scattering your duplicates everywhere. The threat in its eyes is obvious as daylight. A rumble comes from someone beneath its chest as it awaits for your decision. Yes, this is who I am. I want to consider other choices. That can't be my voice. Or can it? Yes, this is who I am. The remaining doppelgangers scatter for the edges of the mirror and vanish. Your chosen identity steps forward. Its appearance changes as it steps out of the rippling glass. Its face reflects confidence and cleverness. Shadows of weapons flicker in and out of its hand. A few devices shimmer on its belt. You get a feeling that you, will be comfortable in a variety of situations. The word Jack sounds in your mind. Yep, that sounds about right. Your doppelganger continues walking, stepping into you, filling you, making you whole. Your decision rings out into the cavernous room, awakening and unlocking vast mechanism behind the walls. Suddenly, a grotesque noise rings through your shared worlds, like a bell, if bells could rot. Whoa! What a cool bit of imagery there. Something is coming. The mirror fades, leaving a dark, open doorway. You take a deep breath and step through. Character creation! Yay! Your choices and memories in the mirror have begun to build your character, but now you have the opportunity to decide on a number of details. First, you can change your type. Type defines the abilities and skills you're able to acquire as you advance. Sure, so I'm a strong Jack, and I look kind of funny. Lots of might, some speed, and a bit of intellect. That's cool. Hey, I get quick fingers. That's awesome. 50% bonus skills with that. Inability covers penalty, intimidation. I'm good at that. Wait, I have 2 pips in this, but it's only 50%. And I have 1 pip in this, but it's also 15%. Huh. More health and better on heavy weapons. Okay, cool. So Jacks, intrepid explorers and adventurers, they are Jacks of all trades, hence the name. For the word also harkens back to fables involving a wildly resourceful hero who always seems to be named Jack. Jacks are at their best when they combine weapons, armor, esoteric ciphers, and a clever tongue. Treasure hunters, grifters, skalds, rogues, experts in a variety of fields. Glaives are warriors. Nanos are mages, wizards, sorcerers, stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy being a Jack. Should we call ourselves Jack? Apparently we always call it Jack. Okay, so I get the flex skill, I get more health, I get some stuff, I get stuff. Alright, choose one. Exploration, lore, conversation skill, +1 training at that while active. Active until next sleep. Oh, so I can like... So these all get different things. Whoa, this guy gets a lot of things. Whatever. Jack of all trades, let's go. Next. Yes! Stat pools are the resources you can use to apply effort to your... Oh, or activate abilities. You can distribute points as you see fit. Glaze might like that. La-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da. I'm fine with that. That's fine with me. Yep. Oh, I get more points. Whoa! Yeah, might! Yeah! Yeah, let's go might! Abilities unlocked by your type can be active actions such as attacks or spell like esoteries, or unique passive effects. Trained without armor. Ho 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 ho. Practiced in armor. Reduces the penalty of esoteric attacks incurred by... What does that mean? Free armor cost reduction, free my armor cost reduction. Reduces the penalty of esoteric attacks incurred by armor. Okay, so like, I assume esoteric is like spells. So I can cast spells better in armor. Sucker Punch sounds good. Attack that deals weapon damage plus 3 if it has a negative fettle. Okay. Confer Dazed for 1 round. Sure. Hedge Magic. Automatically succeed on the next Quick Fingers or Smashing test. Damn. Infuse Weapon. Choose a weapon damage type and make weapon attack, deal weapon damage, blah 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 blah. Bonus damage, sure. Practiced without armor. 10% evasion, 10% willpower and wearing no armor or light armor. Let's get practiced in armor and then we'll be like, we'll just barrel through everything. How's that sound? Oh, we get another one. And Sucker Punch. Obviously. Okay, that sounds good. Character creation. Skills are cool. Some give you other passive bonuses. Each skill starts at novice but can be increased to trained or specialized, gaining a greater bonus at each level. Oh, granting greater bonuses at each level. Okay. Descriptors often have skills at the Boop inability level, meaning that they inflict penalties. When upgraded, these return to novice level. Okay. So, I'm actually like really bad at quick fingers. Alright, so I can choose an exploration skill. Namnesis. The last cast off can access the memories of your previous consciousness. This skill represents your focus and acumen when attempting to recall those experiences. That's cool. Cypher use. Emit ooze and pulsate strange energies and secretions. Without proper care, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, you can use more ciphers, which I assume are like effectively magic items. Endurance, more health. Yeah. Initiative. Reaction time. Okay. Know about machines. Know about nature. Persuade people. Running. Sprint across a dangerous area, navigating hazards and enemies with alacrity. More alacrity than solo movie characters. Stealth. Concentration. Ooh. Bonded artifacts. Okay. Okay, so you can use more bonded artifacts, don't know what they are. Deception. Healing. Yeah. +5. Healed when everything's good. Intimidation. Be better at yelling at people. Mystical. Know about mystical stuff. Perceive stuff. Have quick fingers and smashing. Yes. The finely honed ability to break things. Awesome. No, I don't want that. I want smashing. You know I want smashing. I don't want running or smashing. Can I take more intimidation? Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm actually no good with heavy weapons. I'm like really bad with heavy weapons. Smashing or running? I think it's smashing. Let's just smash through everything. Let's do it. Only glaives receive weapon skills. That's fine. Okay, you choose the descriptor among many. The menu doppelgangers in the mirror. You now have a choice to view the specific bonuses and penalties grants. You may also examine the effects of descriptors and traits. Oh, of other descriptors and choose a new one if you wish. So, I'm strong. That's me, right? +3 my intimidation. Oh, look at all this nonsense. That's a lot of stuff. This guy likes to kill things. Strong-willed, likes that. Slick. Rugged, observant. Mystical, mechanical. Learned, intelligent, graceful, clever. Cautious. Yeah, let's go strong. Why not? I'm no good at quick fingers or being smart, but by golly gosh, I'm good at this. Last cast off, gonna change my name. Yes! It's your last chance. That's me. Do I get to change my name? Is there a name I get to pick? The Changing God rarely appears in a body for more than a decade or two before moving on. Well, he's the Changing God. Frankly, I'm surprised that he lasts a decade or two. Hey, it's a groovy ghosty. The Spectre. Everything about this spectral figure seems dreamlike. Well, yeah, look at him, look how fuzzy he is. He's a hazy silhouette who seems to be made of blue glass smoke. He wears stylish, well-cut clothes. His handsome, bearded face seems hauntingly familiar. We've never seen him before. He looks... Okay, no, I can't tell if he looks a lot like me. He breathes a sigh of relief when he sees you. We weren't sure that would work. We pulled our strength and channeled it through me to reach you, to wake you up. He glances at the other figures and frowns unhappily. It took out more of them than we thought. The other reflections. They're more like shadows now. Look, I'll bet you have a lot of questions. This whole place is basically your mind. Your body's still out there in the real world, healing from that fall. You need to get out there and finish the process. Shouldn't be too hard. Something was hunting me. That seems pretty important. That's a memory I don't want to recall. Large, black, furious. It's our death. It's sorrow. I hope it's lost interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for. Yeah, if this is my mind, why can't I remember any of this? Well, it's your mind. A construction built to, I don't know, share thoughts? Store your true self? Wait, you know how people say, in the first place? This is definitely the first place of your memory. Well, it was the first place for me anyway. You'd probably know better since it's yours. If you don't remember now, perhaps it'll come to you later. Who are you? I'm you. I'm part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you with the memories of the others who were here. I don't know what happened next. What are these other people? You call them reflections? Sorry, I should be maintaining my voice. Who are these other people? You call them reflections? Well, that's what they are. As I said, it's your mind. You'll find reflections of people you knew. People you met in the real world with whom you shared some kind of psychic connection. I don't know how or why, it just happens. Oh, I had to finish a process? What's that mean? After you wake up from this dream state and tune to the tides... Yeah, okay, at least I can ask about that. You'll need to find something called the resonance chamber. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that and everything will be fine. What do you mean, attune to the tides? Tides are like the Force. They flow through us and envelop us, like gravity or magnetism, except they respond to people's actions and perceptions. Your body, that is, your body in the real world, needs the tide to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. The body will attune as it wakes up. And, like, how do you know all this? What's going on? I'm just a part of you, alright? I look at you, and I know. This place was made for you, for us. And I remember pieces of knowledge that come to me when you ask your questions, but that's all. What's a resonance chamber? I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember it having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set into the floor. I think we were aiming for it when we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, it should be nearby. Well, so how do I get back there? Well, there's a portal down there. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it and the whole tides thing should take care of itself. When you wake up, find a resonance chamber and activate it. Then we can... Oh, what in the hell is that? It's the sorrow! That may well be the Sorrow. Unfortunately, it missed everyone. God, it's the Sorrow! And it broke my bloody mirror! And that it impaled all these bastards. The Sorrow is anchored in those reflections. It's devouring their power. We have to get rid of them. Destroy its anchors, or else the Sorrow will erase us forever. Oh, crisis initiated! Oh no! Kill the reflections anchoring the Sorrow to your mind. The crisis begins when you have entered into a dangerous situation. Crisis is turn-based encounters where you can fight, sneak, manipulate the environment, or drop you out of trouble. Each turn you can take one action to attack or activate an ability. You can also make one move. That reflection near you, kill it! You'll loosen the Sorrow's anchor. Alright, do I have a weapon? Use click to attack an enemy or move to a position. Try clicking to highlight character now. Okay. Get him. Effort can be used to... effort can be applied to attacks to increase your chance to hit. As with other tasks, each level of effort increases your chances by 20% at the cost of 1 point from the stat pool. Unarmed attacks use speed, but other weapons or abilities might use might or intellect instead. Okay, how do I use my... how do I use my sucker punch? I guess I can't. Whatever, just regular punch. Get him. I missed. No. I can't afford to miss. Next time you've got to hit it. What the? It's escaping. It's going to hide somewhere in your mind. Oh, I think we're... Like when you apply effort, it increases damage deal. Different weapons and abilities do different amount of damage from effort. I reckon we got this. I reckon it's fine. Yeah, we killed it. You've already used your action this turn, so you'll need to wait until the next turn to deal with another reflection. You can move somewhere to spend your remaining move, but if you want to end your turn early, you can always end turn in the lower left. Yeah, I'll like to move. The Sorrow's turn! Aw, man. Get out of here, Sorrow Fragment. Stop getting into my brain. Now run! Get to the next one! You can now sacrifice your action to do a double move instead of attacking. The movement preview line turns purple when you're in a position that requires a double move. That's fine. Punch him. Just a regular punch. Oh man, this guy had lots of hit points. Stop putting sorrow bobbins in my face! Jeez! This guy, what a jerk. I'm sure it's fine. No, you can't afford to miss. It's putting goop in your brain. It's fine. In turn. Wow, it's weird that it's... Hey, here we go. Sucker punch. Now I can sucker punch. Stop putting goodly gubbins in my head. I'm sure it's not important. Okay, sucker punch. Yeah, sucker punch. Get him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And now, walk over here. Yeah, get him. Uh-oh. What is it doing? It's infecting it somehow. Well, I better sucker punch it harder. Fettles are temporary conditions. That's a very silly word, fettles. Conditions are set so that can improve or reduce the character stats. The Sorrow has placed a fettle on a remaining flexion. You can't remove this fettle, but you might have found a way to overcome it by sucker punching it. I can also use a flex skill. Sucker punch! Yeah! Wait, I did 0. Damn it. The armor stat reduces physical damage. The fettle it's placed on the character boosts its armor by 10. What? Meaning it will absorb 10 damage from each attack. It's too high for you to overcome with your unarmed attack. Skist! The reflection is protected somehow. You'll need to find a way to hit it even harder, like maybe with a weapon. Grab that piece of mirror glass. It might have enough residual energy to kill the reflection. Oh, that piece of mirror glass. Okay. To loot, click it. Okay. I want it. Deals 13. Whoa. Yeah, alright. That'll do. I assume it's a one-use item. And I've got to use it here. Which To activate an item, blah 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 blah. There's a bag. Use it. Okay, here we are. Use it on your face. Hey, I got might back. Hey, I got XP back. No, get out of here, Sorrow. And so, take your friends with you. You pried it loose. That thing is a cancer, an infection. It's unstoppable, but... well, you stopped it, so I guess it's not so unstoppable. I can't believe it found us in here. That thing, the Sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you until you activate the resonance chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why the chamber is so important. You have to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is a shimmering dome down there. Now go! I guess he broke the mirror. But I want to talk to you some more. Can we talk some more? I've told you everything I know. Until you get to the resonance chamber, I'm as blind as you. Just head through that portal, activate the chamber, and we're healed. It's simple as that. But what is the Sorrow like? That thing that was here, that enormous shadow, that was just the smallest piece of it. You felt it, you saw it. It's our death. I don't know anything more than that. Alright, I'll bugger off. Leave area through this funky looking doorway. Wow! That was a good flash. Zap, zap, zap.
Where did he fall from? His body's smashed to talc. It's a wonder he's still breathing.
All I saw was a corona, not his origin point. But look, he's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
Oh, shut up, blurry lady. Wait. I know your face. You are the one from my dreams. I guess he did just speak. I'll try to imitate his voice. I'm not dead yet! Ugh, what was that? What did you do, Calistige? Calistige? His tone has become accusatory. You open your eyes. The first thing you notice is a man's kaleidoscope of tattoos writhing across his forearms. Here they are, look at that. He wears a long dark coat, belted at the waist, supplies filling his pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel. You blame me? He emitted an internal physiological reaction in response to the fall. Probably related to that fantastic healing process. Obviously, Alligator. Her voice rolls and hisses. No, obviously, Alligator. And you have to rub your eyes to make sure you're not seeing double. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking hers, but as some act or react to stimuli you can't perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageous clothing remain constant throughout these shadows. Oh, yes, it's obvious, Calistige. His voice is grim and clipped. Then he sees you looking at him. Well, you're no ordinary mortal, we know that much. Start talking. Was I dead? Was I dead? You fell an incredible distance. You're here now, talking. Do you really not... You don't know, do you? I'm starting to think you're not him. Starting to think, Alligator. Tell me, is it a novel experience? It's his face! I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing god could have healed so quickly. Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me. You're familiar with the word changing, Alligator. It implies inconstancy. Thus, the changing god themselves may as well... No, the changing god may well have changed. You'll have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, although it's painfully obvious to anyone that you are newly born. I and my sisters am Calistige. This is Alligator. We're explorers, knowledge seekers. This is how we came to be in this room. If I'm not mistaken, you are what we call a cast-off. The changing god created you, body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time, then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed for a new experience, you were born in a cast-off shell. Are there other cast-offs? Dozens? Hundreds? Who can say? Your sire's been doing this for several centuries. Though if all of them were born in the way you claim to have been, it's a wonder any of them survive. I didn't claim anything. Before, so you say I was born when a changing god left? But why am I not dead? I used the Syfro to slow your fall further, but the damage still would have killed any ordinary person. But think about it. If you're the kind of person who can make your mind into anything you want, what do? If you constructed bodies for centuries, you want to make each one better than the last. You want to live forever. You're not going to let your life end by accident. No. You'll make strong bodies, fast, powerful, maybe throw in regeneration while you're at it. The changing god has always been vain. He rarely stays long in a shell that doesn't suit his, self-image. Perhaps the changing god fled because he didn't want to wear those scars of yours. What if the changing god abandoned my body? Where's he now? If he abandoned your body, then his consciousness fled to another. Oh, that's elegant, sorry. Man's voice. Oh, do stop! If there's one thing you know about the changing god, dear, it's that he always has a contingency. This child was born here. The object of your obsession will have been reborn somewhere else. Do you know anything about tides? No, what was that blast of energy? As I was telling my colleague, it was obviously a physiological reaction of some kind. I've never witnessed the birth of a cast-off, but yes, it could very well have been caused by your nascent consciousness. Don't worry, I don't believe it caused any real harm, not to me at least. Really? You've been more abrasive than ever since we came in here. She just can't sympathize with other people and she's experimenting on them. How can you be sure his body's a cast-off? You mean aside from miraculous reformation? Well, for one thing, there's your tattoo. All cast-offs have one, for its purpose is beyond me. Then, of course, there's your delicious naivete. He could be faking it. You don't live hundreds of years without learning to lie convincingly. Oh, what do you think? Are you a newborn child, or are you a powerful immortal whom death has robbed of his memories? Well, fine. What do you think? I still have to... I survived that fall. I have skills and powers I don't recall learning. What if I am the changing god? I knew it! I knew it! Silvertide gained a small amount. Yay, I'm slightly silver. He said, what if, Aligo? Honestly, would one who has lived so cautiously for so many years casually admit his identity to people like us? We'll see. If you are the changing god, you'll have a lot to answer for. To a lot of people. Oh, he's being a dick about it. Do you know anything about tides? I've heard that term before. A subject your sire studied in great depth. I'm afraid it isn't my field of inquiry. And are you sure Surgeon hurt ya? Well, if it did, it was damaging our minds. For how you'd check if it carked her, I wouldn't say. Tough to find normalcy there. Well, at least know it didn't hurt Aligo, and that scar's as thick as organic stone. Organic stone? Alright. A lot of setting info being thrown at us. Maybe we get some bivouacs in here. Alright. Oh, someone else! Oh, like there was a dream with a labyrinth, glowing thingy. Spectre, yeah, that's one. With how hard you hit the ground, I'm surprised that's all you saw. What's his face like, eh? A sanctum of your sire's. The common belief is that he has several such places throughout the Ninth World, possibly other worlds as well. We're only just able to gain entry to this one because of your grand entrance. Why do you seem to hate this changing bloke? You should know, shouldn't you? You've ruined lives, committed crimes, and now it seems like you've forgotten the harms you've engineered. You've left a trail of the dead and dying behind you. He's not the changing god, Aligo. So, like, if the falling from the sky didn't kill me, is there anything that can? Well, falling from the sky slightly faster will. An excellent question. Having seen your regenerative abilities in action, I suspect they're primarily physical. A regrowth. If that's the case, you'd be able to survive most varieties of psychic and molecular decomposition, disintegration, conflagration, and so forth. Degenerative diseases could pose a problem, and I know of several entities capable of psychic destruction. As she speaks, a vision flashes in your mind. It's not yours, exactly. Somehow you know this memory of the changing gods. You're in a dark room lit by a myriad of blinking lights and holograms, such as many machines surrounding you. What if a body can withstand the sorrow's attacks? Says a voice. It seems to be coming from one of the machines. No, you reply. That thing has no respect for barriers of any kind, physical, temporal, or psychic. This is the only way. With a series of gestures, you bring up the image of the crystalline pod. If the resonance chamber works, it will give us the power to stop the sorrow's hunt once and for all. We just need the right, focal point, a catalyst of some kind. The memory fades. Calistig is still talking. You realize that the device you saw in the memory is identical to the one behind you now. It looks like the Spectre had just described it, by a transparent sarcophagus of a crystalline dome, with mechanical arms arranged around it in a ring. Unfortunately, the dome is shattered. The sarcophagus is cracked, and one of the many arms is in pieces on the floor. Whatever its function, it clearly needs repair. Oh, flesh-eating viruses. One presumes disfigurement by the iron wind would likewise be devastating enough to... I think he gets the point, Calistig. I saw another vision just now. Did you get anything like that? I saw you stare into space, while Calistig graphically described all the ways you could die, but that's about it. I only noticed because I did the same thing. You guys know about sorrow? I've had my share of sorrows, but never the sorrow. What's that? Disease? I know nothing about it. Liar! Liar! Can you tell me something more about this cast-off body? What do you want to know? Oh, now we're all talking like me. Oh, that's all. Ah, forget it. Do I even know how to fix that crystal thingy? Not likely, though it might not be impossible. You need people with the appropriate knowledge. I'm sure the cult of the changing god will find the answer. Oh, he's got a whole god. Man, I wonder if I can get some rep of them. You'd turn to the insane to help a newborn. Where's your judgment, Aligon? I would take him to the Order of Truth. The Order of Truth? Are you mad? They'd sooner take us apart. Order of Truth? What? Knowledge seekers, the learned, who try to wrest secrets from the hearts of the prior world. Worlds, I guess. They gather in the city and exchange their findings to help humanity build a brighter future. Our friend Aligon here was once one of them. Frauds, quacksalvers, and charlatans. They don't have all the answers, and I'd not trust them with the changing god's secrets. You're just angry they couldn't help you with yours. But I'm being too cruel, dear Aligon. Let's take our new friend here to the Order. Wait, what's the cult of the changing god? What are they like, eh? Despite what she says, they're not insane. They're eccentrics. They're worshippers of, well, you or your sire, the changing god. They devote their lives to understanding your kind. How about I just figure this out on my own, eh? Hold on, I'll come with you. Wouldn't want you getting lost now, would we? Suspicious as always, Aligon. Child, the world is an exciting place, but it's full of dangers. Rest assured, one of us will get you to safety if... we'll get you safely where you need to be. I'll be right behind you. Sunny's smile crosses her face as... yeah. Alright. Wait, why do you want to go for it with me? What's in it for you then, eh? I won't deny that you're an exciting find, but it's not about that. I just want to see you safely out of the reef. Kid, you're not safe here, and that's not just because you're new. Treasure hunters trawl the reef, scavengers who would sell you for parts if they knew where you came from. What you were. Alright, let's get out of here then, eh? You've just gained your first companions. Yay! They'll follow us off and can be controlled during crisis. You can speak to them about their past and take advantage of unique skills, abilities and skills. Comets have no motivations or personalities, and depending on what choices you make, they may not follow you forever. You may find out more companions who can join you as you travel through the Ninth World. Yay! Take the opportunity to explore your surroundings. You may find arms and equipment to assist you. And when you are ready, you can leave the broken dome using the stairs to your northeast. Yay!
Done.
Everybody move now. Everybody move, everybody move. Alright. So, that's the intro. Holy moly, that's a lot. Alright, let's go 626. What a chump. 249. What a chump. Look at my stats. My stats way better than these suckers. Okay, that's the intro. That's kind of cool, I guess, in a really dump you into the setting sort of way. I I think, yeah, I actually kind of like it in that it starts you off from zero and just throws things at you in a very narrative way. Like, it doesn't say, you are on a journey to a place and have whatever, blah, blah, blah. It kind of really puts you into the shoes of the character, which is to say, you have no idea what the hell is going on, and you form memories, you gain an understanding of this world.
Come on, let's get moving.
Shut up. As you do. So, as your character does, right? So, given that I think this setting is quite complicated, like they've got organic stone, they've got skelt, they've got whatever that guy said I look like. It's a good way to throw you into that. And when you think about it, assuming you've played Planescape Torment, this is kind of how that game began as well. Like, you started just on a mortuary slab, and you got no idea how you got there, who you were, or anything about the world around you, and you slowly build an understanding of that through time, right? This appears to be doing much of the same thing, and given all of the things that we've seen and that have not been explained, yeah, I'm guessing there's a lot for us to learn. But yeah, given that this game is like so much reading, so much reading, I'm probably not going to do a full-on Let's Play of this.
Right?
No, we weren't. I was talking about the plot, dude. Jeez. Yeah, I probably won't be doing a full Let's Play of this. Instead, I'll have a play around and then come back with some of my thoughts and analyses on it. So yeah, that's Torment Tides of Numenera, just the first hour or so. And it's pretty cool. I like that it's properly turn-based. I like that you seem to have lots of room to expand your character. I like that there's a smashing skill. Smashing! Max effort 2. Oh man, I'm a loser. But yeah, plenty of potential. I'll have a close look at it, and I'll see you guys then.